Good evening and welcome to Meadowbrook High School as we have entered game number 3 of the season for the Meadowbrook Colts as they are hosting the West Muskingum Tornadoes tonight. We got Shylene Costello producing as always. I'm Darren McCullough and I have the luxury of getting the band back together tonight. Making his season debut here on the KGP network, the one and only Heath Dawson.
Train, it's a pleasure to work with you again tonight. The last time that we were together, other than our fantasy football draft with the Mitchell brothers, would have been the regional final against Columbus Sales down in Chillicothe. So it's been a while since we've been able to work together. Usually we do football games, but I was unavailable this fall. So I'm excited to be back at my alma mater here at Meadowbrook High School. It's always an honor to walk into this gym. And, tonight going to be some good MVL basketball.
Yeah, and before we get into the basketball, let's throw some praises to the Meadowbrook football team as the Division IV All-Ohio selections came out today. Congratulations to these 6 seniors. Josh Hupp was a first-team All-Ohio quarterback, obviously well-deserving, broke numerous Meadowbrook football records. Senior Brady McManaway, first team as a linebacker, obviously led the team in tackling, battled some injuries at the end of the year, but ended up with a successful season. Third team All-Ohio was both Hunter Eubanks as a defensive back, who was a stalwart back there at as the last line of defense for the Colts, and Hayden Loy on the offensive line was a third teamer. On the honorable mention, you have senior wide receiver Damon Launder and senior punter Aiden Reese, and obviously those guys are all seniors. They had a memorable 4 years where they set the record for most wins in the Meadowbrook program for those 4 years. So congratulations to those young men. But now it's officially time for basketball. And Heath, we were talking beforehand, the all-time mark, Meadowbrook leads the series 9-0.
Yeah, West Ham's going to come in here looking to get their first victory ever against this Meadowbrook program. But they've got a tall task. Meadowbrook starting the season getting the first 2 wins of the season under their belt. So a hard-fought win against Steubenville there in their season opener. So Meadowbrook comes into this game, they lost a lot of talent from last year, but Meadowbrook early in this season looks like they're not missing a beat. It's coming out strong with two victories. But tonight they're going to face a 1-1 West End team that's going to be hungry looking for that win.
And you talked about coming out strong. There's been one person that's been exceptionally strong here in the early going for Meadowbrook with 28 points in each of his first 2 games, and that's Jake Singleton. But that's not the other important thing. Talk about a couple things that he's records that he set last Friday and a mark that he's looking to approach later this year.
Yeah, 5'11" guard, Jake Singleton. He just is a sharpshooter. He's done a lot of great things in his career. He is closing on that 1,000-point mark, going to join an elite club there. He has 941 points, so he's just 59 points away. And, who knows? He could do it in one game the way he can get hot sometimes. But, he also has 137 3-points in his career. So he is the all-time leader, so he is just going to continue to look to further distance that mark he has set here. So Jake has just had a phenomenal career, and the nice thing is we're only 2 games into his senior season, so he's going to continue to build upon this special campaign he's built down here at this Meadowbrook High School gymnasium.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and let the PA announcer Jeff Riggins lead us while we go through the national anthem, and we'll let you get the starting lineups for both teams. And we're back and about ready for tip-off. Going down the starting lineups real quick. We got Drew Webster, Romeo Dorsey, Easton Eibel, Jake Singleton, and Josh Hupp starting for the Colts. Jacob Allen, Luke Patterson, who scored 30 in the season opener for West Muskingum. Nathan Davis, Jack Porter, and Noah Ray as the Colts win the tip. Jake Singleton bringing it up for the Colts. Guarded by Nathan Davis, gets it into Dorsey. Dorsey up, no good. Rebounded by Ray.
Good strong take by Dorsey. Just couldn't find his footing as he was going around Noah Ray on the move.
And Patterson's going to be stolen by Dorsey.
Steal.
Loses that, he goes up.
Yeah.
And Jack Porter with the board there.
Rebound. Two strong takes by Dorsey early on, but lost it. He just got to collect himself, maybe some early game jitters here.
Patterson up top to Allen. Back to Patterson.
Looks like
off Webster's, yep, off Webster's foot. Going to stay West ball.
You'd like to see that early aggressiveness out of Dorsey, though, down low. Really nice spin move there, but just lost his footing early. And then the second time going down, I think he was going to try to dunk train.
Yeah, he tried for the one hand and kind of slipped out.
Yeah.
I understand when I try that, I usually don't succeed either.
No.
So that shot's off by Patterson. Hupp with the rebound. Webster bringing it up for the Colts. Over to Eibel. Eibel hands it off to Dorsey. Dorsey looking to drive middle, spin move, up, high off the glass and good.
Looking at Dorsey early on in this game.
Yeah, heavy dose of Romeo Dorsey, all three of Meadowbrook's attempts by him. As Meadowbrook applies a little full court pressure here.
Nice job of West End breaking it. Good
Almost
recovery
lost
defense by Hupp there.
Yeah, Ray lost it going up, got it stripped from Hupp, but here's going to be a steal by Eibel, and he's going to go the rest of the way for the lay-in.
Now, I'll tell you what, I've been hearing a lot of good things early on about Easton Eibel and his development this offseason, and there you see early on in this game. So good to see Easton getting after on the defensive end.
And we're going to have a timeout. West Muskingum off the turnover. So with 6:13 to go, Meadowbrook onto a quick 4-0 start behind buckets from Dorsey and Eibel. So the full court pressure seems like it's kind of giving the Tornadoes a little bit of trouble here, as Meadowbrook really didn't show it again too much against Steubenville in the first game, as they pretty much played half court man. But it seems like this full court pressure is giving the Tornadoes some trouble, Heath.
Yeah, you see Eibel getting a steal, and then on the other end, they did a nice job of breaking it.
Actually, it's going to stay West.
But then Noah Ray couldn't hang on to it, and Hupp recovered. So Meadowbrook's defense has looked really good early on, causing some problems for West End.
So Hupp must have came down out of bounds when he stole that ball. So it's going to stay possession Tornadoes.
Nathan Davis bringing it across the timeline.
He's looking inside, doesn't see anything, dribbles it, passes it over to Porter. Porter, one of the better golfers in the MVL.
Good little
had a good
there.
fall season. And he's going to drive, blocked
Dorsey,
by,
with the block.
by Hupp.
Oh,
Ray's going to get the rebound.
I thought it was Dorsey on the swap, but okay, Hupp. It's good defense there.
So I can give my first, Hupp gave him a little no soup for you. First no soup for you reference of the season. Ray with it. A little right hand hook up and in.
Little baby cream hook there.
Meadowbrook quickly transition, reverse layup. Good for Josh Hupp. Singleton with the assist, and that's going to stay. Close call, almost stolen by Webster. It looked like Davis almost got a piece of it, too.
And as you know, Webster, over the last couple seasons, has been one of my favorite players just because of that. He does a lot of things that you might not see in the stat book, but, man, is he a good player. Hupp's going to get called with the body.
So our first sub of the game is Noah Ray's exited for Connor Paima. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong or incorrectly. P-A-I-M-A.
I would say that's hooked on phonics correct.
Okay. Now if I can just remember how to say it every time. We're going to have a quick foul there on Dorsey as he went forward, made little contact. 2 quick fouls there on the Colts. Jacob Allen, the inbounder. Passes it in. Pattison puts it up. Might have been blocked by Dorsey. Rebounded by Allen. And that's going to be stolen by Hupp. Coast to coast, puts it up and missed it. Webster with the rebound and the putback and the foul. So Webster's going to be at the line shooting the free throw. Foul was on Pattison. Now we got another sub. Jeremiah Miller checking in for Nathan Davis for the Tornadoes.
Fast and furious action going on here early on.
Free throw rattles out. Nice effort.
Dorsey tried to keep it alive.
Jacob Allen comes down with it. Now the Tornadoes on the other side. Miller with it, looking around. Almost made a bad decision, held on to it.
Yeah, Ibo was ready to jump that passing lane.
And that's going to be the second foul on Dorsey as he tried going for the steal and looking to tomahawk one on the other side. It's going to be Dorsey's second foul. And
Coach Jarrett not happy with that decision of Dorsey there.
The other thing with he's leaving him in here with 2 fouls with 4:44 to go in the opening frame. So putting a lot of faith in the senior big man.
See if West Muskingum tries to take advantage of that.
Porter kicks it over to Miller. Miller looking to drive. Puts a shot up, no good. Dorsey with a good box down. Thought there could have been a little over back call, but there was no call. So 8-2 Meadowbrook early on, almost halfway through the opening quarter. Jake Singleton over to Dorsey.
It's very, very odd to get halfway through a quarter and not have Singleton involved in the action quite yet. So
Webster over to Hupp. Tosses it to Ibo, gets it back to Webster up top. Webster handoff to Dorsey. Dorsey up top to Hupp, swings over left wing.
Good ball movement by Meadowbrook.
Ibo finds a cutting. Dorsey can't finish, but Webster's there to clean up the mess. And it's 10-2 Colts.
And as I said earlier about Webster being one of my favorite players for plays just like that, he just always seems active.
He does a lot of stuff that sometimes doesn't show up in the box score.
That's a good decision by Hupp there.
Just his presence forced that shot to miss as the Colts quickly transition other end. Dorsey's laying it up and in, and we're going to have another West Muskingum timeout. So with 3:27 to go in the first quarter, Meadowbrook has jumped down to a 12-2 lead.
And on a 6-0 run right now. So Train early on, what are you seeing here?
Well, the big thing is like we've talked about, Meadowbrook showed this full court pressure, and it's given West Muskingum a lot of trouble. And they've yet to really, they got their only bucket of the game came on a transition off that when they broke that press. But for the most part, even though I think I have them for 3 turnovers, maybe it's 4, I might have missed one.
I've got them with 3 as well. So.
Okay, so either we're both right or we're both wrong, so we'll take it. But they really haven't been able to get comfortable after breaking that press. It seems like Meadowbrook is forcing them outside of their comfort zone, forcing them farther away from the basket than they want to be. And
Meadowbrook's been able to jump the passing lanes a couple times because there's been a few times where Meadowbrook's almost come up with the steal, getting their hands on the ball, and West End's been fortunate to not have it turned over. So I think right now, if you're Meadowbrook's coaching staff, other than Dorsey picking up that second foul, you're pretty happy with how they've come out and started this game.
And now, speaking of Dorsey, they got Trayvon Mayo in for him, so he's going to be able to get a little breather as he's want to play it safe with him having 2 fouls, because he's definitely one of those players that they don't want to be without late in the game.
Well, you don't want that rim protector not in there. We're
going to have a foul on Eibel there. A little hand check.
That's Meadowbrook's 4th team foul already as well. So West End maybe keep attacking, trying to get in that early bonus.
The ball's lost by Porter.
Yeah, Eibel touched it as it went out.
So we got a couple new guys in here for the Tornadoes as well, it looks like. Or one new guy, 24 Gage Newsom.
Yeah.
Oh, high pass.
It's a nice job by Trayvon.
Porter's able to corral it. Porter's going to lift the three, be short, bounces off the rim. Webster with the board.
I'll tell you what, by the time we can write anything down, Meadowbrook's already up across the timeline at the three-point line.
They want to push it across. Yes. They want to push the pace. Hand off to Singleton. He looks, fires a three from the top of key, no good. Rebounded. We're going to give it to Newsom. Allen back to Porter. Porter over to the Newsom. Back to Porter. Open three. No good. Rebound by number 13. His shot's up. No good. Rebounded by the Colts. Here comes Webster. Pass deflected and stolen by Allen. He's looking to drive. Puts a shot up left hand. Going to go out of bounds. Meadowbrook ball.
He's not happy talking to the ref there, but
yeah, there might have been a little body check at half court.
There might have be too subtle. I think there was, but hey, let him play.
Sometimes you get away with that. So Webster with it here. Passes in. Jake Singleton spins off man. Passes stolen.
Gage
Newsom. I think that's Meadowbrook's first turnover. Second.
Yeah, they just had one there where Jacob Allen got a steal a few minutes ago.
I had the steal marked. I just didn't have the turnover marked. Porter with it. Gets it inside to Piama. Out to Allen. He's going to lift the three, and it's good.
That's Allen's first bucket of the game. And that ends a long drought by West End. They had scored just a little bit after the 6-minute mark, so almost 5 minutes without a bucket.
Hupp tosses it over. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to stay to Meadowbrook.
So that was a nice job by Trayvon going down to the deck to get that tie up so Meadowbrook didn't lose possession.
Yeah, both Trayvon Mayo and Jacob Allen, you got to give credit to both of them. Getting that floor burn as a coach, you got to love that.
Nothing worse than that either.
So Nathan Davis is checked back in for the Tornadoes as he's guarding Eibel here. Eibel over to Singleton, looking, driving baseline, puts it up, and we're going to have an offensive foul.
Wow.
So Noah Ray is going to check back in now for the Tornadoes. The official doing a little maintenance work, cleaning up where the charge happened.
So we're under a minute to go here in this opening frame. Meadowbrook leading 12-5.
Newsom inside to Ray. And Dorsey's checked back in too for the Colts. And that's going to be almost stolen, knocked away. Miller's going to come down with it. Porter has it now. Cut off over to Ray. Ray's looking, going to hand it off to Newsom. Newsom looking. Dorsey has him. That ball's off of Ray's foot.
I'm surprised. I thought that went off Dorsey's foot. So
I think it went off about 2 or 3 people's foot, actually. It was a little pinball effect on it.
So Meadowbrook to see if they play for one.
Here's the handoff to Mayo. Mayo over to Webster. He's looking around, spinning, holding. Gives it to Eibel, and looks like Meadowbrook is going to hold for that one shot as Eibel's awful close to the half-court line.
If he wouldn't picked his foot up, I think he was going to step on the timeline there. So.
Yeah, if he would have put that heel down, he may have. 4 seconds. And it's stolen. Half-court shot by Newsom's no good, but a good end-of-the-quarter defense there from the Tornadoes as they forced the turnover, and it's going to be 12-5. Meadowbrook at the end of the first quarter. We'll thank our sponsors, Graham Mescavadian and the Stemmer family. And we'll be back with second quarter action after this quick break. Welcome back to Meadowbrook High School here. Start of the second quarter, the Colts leading 12-5. As both teams heading back on the court, it's going to be West Muskingum basketball.
Meadowbrook at opening frame shot 6 of 12. West End with Chile 2 for 11. So both teams with 4 turnovers there. So see if Meadowbrook they came out pretty strong when Romeo went to the bench. It seemed like they kind of got a little stagnant there. So see if Meadowbrook can kind of pick it back up here.
Just to show how good at math I am. That 6 of 12 is 50%.
There you go.
And Webster's going to get the steal, lays it up, left-handed and good.
Yes. Wow.
And to show them even better, the 2 of 11 is 18%.
There you go.
Not to brag. Pass Newsom inside to Ray. Count it.
That was a nice find by Newsom. Tell you what.
Little wraparound pass.
Newsom's come back in and done some nice things.
Yeah, got a couple steals. Dropped the dime there.
I was going to say, that's a rebound and a steal.
Dorsey driving, puts a shot high off glass. No good. Rebounded by Pattison. So Pattison, the
threw it away.
Leading scorer for West Muskingum has yet to score tonight.
Yeah, and you said he, had 30 in his last ball game?
Well, had 30 in the season opener against Licking Valley. And their, I believe, 65-44 victory.
Nice crossover in the Meadowbrook student section, loving that by Eibel.
Eibel to Hupp. Hupp looking for a cutting. Webster, good pass and finish.
Pass.
So Webster has 8. Good find from Josh Hupp. He's pretty good at passing the ball to people, is what I've been told. Yeah. So he's going to come down with the steal.
Nice behind the back there by Newsom, but threw it away.
And that time it's Eibel.
Not sure if somebody got him on the assist. I was looking
down. And that Dorsey's going to come up with the steal here. And he's going to lay it up. No good. Singleton with the rebound, and he's going to go to the line shooting too.
That's West M's 4th turnover in the first minute and 24 seconds of this second quarter. So Meadowbrook coming right back out and applying pressure. The foul called on Nathan Davis, his first.
18-7 Colts. Singleton splashes the first.
And he's in the scoring column now.
Who would have thought 6:36 to go in the second quarter that Singleton would have his first point, but yet Meadowbrook would still be leading by 12.
Yeah, it's been really the work of Hupp and Webster has been very active early going. So
Patterson's going to get the rebound off the miss.
Newsom,
little
nice
shot
take.
fake. Newsom,
yeah,
good,
really good
baseline drive, lays it off glass.
Yeah, good pump and
drive. Yeah, like you said, Webster and Hupp have been very active. Dorsey's done some yeoman's work as
Singleton scooped it and didn't get it.
Got his own rebound.
Yeah, nice job by Jake there, not giving up on that.
Here's Pattison. He's going to drive, try taking it back, and Ray's going to get the rebound. Yeah. And he puts it up and in.
Wow. Nice work by Noah Ray underneath.
A little late whistle, but more than likely was a foul. Should have been on Singleton. Yeah, it's going to be on Singleton, his first.
If that's Singleton, that's his second, I believe. They don't have him over on this. I had him with 1 foul previously, so I'm not sure.
Ray knocks down the free throw, so he's got a team-high 7 points for the Tornadoes as they cut the deficit to 21-12. Eibel gets it over to Singleton, wide open 3, rattles around and off.
Oh, great. Oh, Dorsey. So Webster and Dorsey both with big attempts there.
Yeah,
on
great try
Singleton's
by
miss,
Webster,
yes.
tapping it to Dorsey. Unfortunately, it hit off his leg and rolled out of bounds before he could dive and retrieve it. So the big thing you talked about, Meadowbrook had those 4 fouls in the first quarter. They have 6 now. So
Huff almost another
they're in
steal.
a one-and-one situation. We're going to have a turnover here.
I thought that was a turnover. And Gage Newsom gets up and shakes his head at the ref. So
yeah, if he doesn't roll over, it's not a
right,
turnover.
yeah.
He rolled over there.
Yeah.
So
that's what got him. Easton Ivel getting a breather here as Trayvon Mail checks back into the game.
Webster with it, and that's going to be a moving. Yep, that's going to be Dorsey's third, I believe. It's going to be a moving screen.
Illegal screen, yeah.
And Dane Singleton's going to be checking in for him. Tornadoes ball, 21-12, 5:25 to go. Moving it around.
Yeah, like
Patterson
how that
with
little kid carried that pizza
Newsom
down the sideline. I was impressed by that. Nice block by
No
Webster.
soup for you
Rebound
from
by Huff.
Webster. Mayo looking for someone, passes it. I think it went between 2 guys, and Hupp with a corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Mayo. Mayo's got it over to Webster. Webster to
I think Singleton.
Singleton.
Oh, great hesitation. Step through by Singleton on the easy layup. So nice move there by Jake.
We're going to have another timeout. West Muskingum, that's going to be their 3rd timeout used. This is going to be a 30-second timeout. It's a 23-12 Meadowbrook. 4:49 to go in the first half. After a scoreless first quarter, Jake now has 5 here in the second quarter, and Noah Ray for the Tornadoes with 5 points as well this quarter. So he's kind of got going a little bit more after a breather. So Meadowbrook outscoring the Tornadoes 11-7 this quarter after only scoring 12 points the whole first quarter. The Colts in less than half a quarter have 11 points.
Yeah, coming out of the first quarter break, Meadowbrook started this quarter on a 7-2 run, kind of giving some breathing room.
Ray with it up top, looking, going to drive, spins, puts a shot up. Might have got blocked a little bit by
Webster.
Dane Singleton.
Yeah.
Webster with the board. 3 by Mayo, long, no good, but it should stay possession Meadowbrook, I think as it was off a Tornadoes player.
And then Tornadoes checking back in. Number 11, Jack Porter, and 33, Jeremiah Miller. Come back into the ball game.
Inbounds to Hupp. Up top to Jake Singleton. And yep, there it is. I was going to say he's got to be close to the 5-second. Official was counting the whole time. 5-second call there, and it's I have 6th turnover on Meadowbrook. Porter with it. Swings over Patterson. Patterson over to Miller. Miller tosses it to Allen. Allen looking around, deflected.
I was going to say Trayvon almost came up with that steal, and then Dane Singleton almost comes up with one. So
Yeah,
Meadowbrook being very aggressive
Yep,
here.
the active hands. 3-pointer up and good.
And then Jacob Allen finds Jack Porter on the triple.
Cuts it to an 8-point deficit here. Jake Singleton to Drew Webster. Webster's going to hand it off to Hupp. Hupp looking to drive middle. Kicks it out to Singleton. Pulls. Long deuce up and good.
Kind of knew as soon as Singleton got that half spot that was going in.
I think the surprising thing is that he took
a
a dribble. And he's going to lay it up and in.
Steal coast to coast. And I think West End's, are they going to call another timeout? don't know who called that.
Actually, it looks like Meadowbrook did.
Yeah, Meadowbrook called the timeout.
So West Muskingum cut the 12-point deficit down to 8 when it was 23-15. But Meadowbrook's got a little 4-0 spurt here to extend their lead back up to 12 with 3:07 to go in the first quarter. Really, it seems like the offensive intensity has picked up a little bit more here in this quarter. Obviously, for Meadowbrook, it helps a lot when your leading scorer gets going as Jake Singleton with 9, all 9 come in this quarter.
Yeah, he woke up this quarter and has 9 points.
And
not just on the offensive side, but he's also defensively.
Yeah, he's got a couple steals.
So he's getting in the books here different ways. So
sometimes that's all it takes is a big defensive play to get you going offensively. That's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and Jack Porter didn't like that. He's asking for over the back or a push. Thought that Trayvon pushed him out of bounds there. So Trayvon's kind of grinning at him. So.
Webster tries feed man. Porter's going to get the steal. Patterson 3 up, bounces off, no good. We're going to have a foul on Miller. Give Eibel the rebound.
Yeah, I was going to say, Eibel was positioned for that, so.
Webster inbounds at the Singleton. Now West Muskingum applying a little full court pressure here to kind of throw the Colts off. Meadowbrook breaks it. Yep.
Yeah, easily breaks.
Patiently make the correct passes, get in the correct spots. Singleton over to Eibel. Attacking baseline, loses it, retrieves it.
Oh, nice
a
cut
cutting
by
Mail.
But can't finish. But Singleton there, and they're going to get I think they're going to get a foul inside on Singleton's second putback. So Mail with the miss, and Singleton 2 attempts there.
So Dane Singleton's going to be at the line shooting 2.
We got the foul on Panama.
First shot is up and in. And the second shot is as well. So 29-15, 2:04 to go.
Checking back in for Webster here. 14-point Meadowbrook lead.
Porter over to Miller. The elbow to Miller. Good
Nice
backside cutting.
Yeah, nice backside cut by Jacob
Allen. And I believe
Porter,
that was
Porter on the find.
Payama.
I think Porter was the one who got him with the assist.
Mayo with it. Looking around. Getting trapped. Finds Dane Singleton. One dribble. Shot fake. Pulls it. No good. Miller with the rebound. Passes it to Patterson. Patterson looking. Drives. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded by Jake Singleton. He's pushing it. Get to the head to Mayo. Mayo lays it up. No good. Singleton's going to get the rebound and puts it up and in. West Muskingum quickly coming right back as Miller puts a shot up, but Dane Singleton's right there to say no soup for you. But the possession is going to stay with the Tornadoes. Weston mounting, looking, Allen's looking, throws it up. And Jake
steal.
Jake comes down with it, puts a shot up, and in, and the foul.
Little Euro step.
So the turnovers are starting to get the best of the Tornadoes as Coach Rinkus isn't very happy, and he's going 5 new here. So let's see, Ray, Anton,
Yeah,
Kennedy,
Jake Anton's first action of the game.
Newsom, and Davis in now.
Same with Kennedy, yeah.
As Jake misses the free throw. Rebounded by Anton.
Jake Anton.
Davis with it, passes it over to Anton. Anton looking. Bounce pass stolen. Jake Singleton other way, lays it up and in. So another steal from Jake.
I have West End for 7 turnovers this quarter. Now 11 in the game. So the turnovers really starting to become a problem for West End.
So 35-18. Good find from Anton,
Anton
to Newsom. Little reverse layup and in. 35-19. Meadowbrook's going to hold here for the final shot with 10 seconds to go.
And I'll tell you what, West End needed a bucket in the worst way.
Mayo picks up his dribble, gets it to Singleton. 3-2, pulls the three, right wing, up and good.
Well,
and it's just been one of those quarters for Jake Singleton.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Talk about not really being an offensive threat in the first quarter, and ho-hum, he has 18 at the half now.
He owned that quarter.
So we are at halftime. Meadowbrook doubling up West Muskingum 38-19. We'll be back after a quick break with first half statistics and analysis here on the KGP Network. Welcome back. Halftime here at Meadowbrook High School. The Colts leading 38-19 at the half versus the West Muskingum Tornadoes in the MVL Small School Division. First game for both teams. Meadowbrook grabbed a 12-5 lead at the end of the first quarter, and then an explosive second quarter from the Colts, mainly their leading scorer, Jake Singleton, as they grabbed a 38-19 halftime lead behind 18 of the 26 Meadowbrook points that quarter scored by Jake Singleton. Looking down at scoring for the visitors first, leading the way, Noah Ray with 7 points. Jacob Allen, 5 points and 1 3-pointer. 4 points from Gage Newsom and 3 points, a triple from Jack Porter. Over to Meadowbrook, leading scorer, surprise, surprise, Jake Singleton. He has 18 points, all coming in the second quarter, including a 3-pointer. Drew Webster had a good first half with 8 points. With 4 points each, Easton Eibel and Romeo Dorsey. And with 2 points each, Josh Hupp and Dane Singleton. So now team statistics, Heath.
All right, on the glass, Meadowbrook holds an 18-11 rebounding advantage with Drew Webster, Jake Singleton each with 4 apiece, and then Josh Hupp with 3, and Dane Singleton came in and got a pair of them. For leaders for West End would be Noah Ray. I got him with 2 as their leader. So good job by Meadowbrook on the glass there. As far as assists goes, I have West End with 5, Meadowbrook with 2. Their leader for Meadowbrook would be Josh Hupp with a pair. And then as far as steal goes, I have Meadowbrook with 8, and then Jake Singleton with a pair, and Josh Hupp also with a pair. For West End, they have 2. Jacob Allen with 1 and Gage Newsom with 1. And then blocks. Meadowbrook had 3 blocks in that first half. Drew Webster, Josh Hupp, and Dane Singleton each getting a block there. As far as the turnover battle, had West End with 13 first half turnovers, 9 coming in that second quarter, and then Meadowbrook with 7. So there's your first half. Oh, shooting. Let's do some shooting stats. Shooting, Meadowbrook finished trained. As you said earlier, you don't have to have good math skills. Meadowbrook, 17 of 34.
Oh, 50%.
In the first half. So after opening that first frame 6-12, they shot 11 of 22 in the second half. So good job, Meadowbrook, shooting tonight from the beyond the arc, 1 of 4. For West M, they were 8 of 25 from the field, also 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. So there's your statistics for the first half.
And 8 of 25 would be 32%.
There you go. Hey, you're a school teacher now, so you've had to learn some things.
I know my math. I know my math.
Yeah, since we used to hang out way, way back in the day, you've gotten better at your math.
I no longer have to take the shoes off to get past 10.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see you over there using your fingers during the game.
Do the, as the kids know, they'd have their little 9 trick with the multiplications of 9.
Yeah, I think this first half comes down to, as you said earlier, Darren, West End was able to cut it to 8 at one point and, looked like they might be able to get back into this ball game. But then Meadowbrook comes roaring back with a huge run. I think it was, a 10-2 run. So that 8-point deficit all of a sudden went to 16. And right now, you look up at that clock holding a 19-point deficit. That run there at the midway stage of the second frame, that was big.
Well, it was 23-15 the last time they cut it to 8. So now you're talking 15-4 to end the first half. That's a big run for the Colts, and now it's continue to build on them. This is I didn't see the Philo game. I saw bits and pieces of it, but Meadowbrook definitely showing a lot more intensity on the defensive end and in the offensive end tonight compared to the Steubenville game, as we're ready for second half action.
And to be fair to Meadowbrook, they are trying to look to guys figuring out their roles here early on, because they lost a lot of talent from this team.
And only 2 guys on this team it saw significant playing time,
So-
varsity time last year.
So you're looking at your 3 new starters, 6-man coming in. So they're trying to find a way. But early on, I'm telling you what, they look impressive there in that opening half.
And that was an excuse me pass, but
Webster,
it's going to work as Webster gets the deuce.
as always, Webster always seemingly finds a way to come up with a loose ball.
And he's in double digits now with 10, and Singleton's going to get a steal.
Nice steal, yeah. And an easy
Lays it up and
so
in.
I tell you what, Meadowbrook's coming out aggressive again. One of the assistants over there on the West End sideline with his hands behind his head, just kind of wondering what's going on.
Meadowbrook really scrambling on defense, applying good ball pressure, getting their hands in the passing lanes. Pattison finds Davis, gets it over to Allen. Allen's going to lift a long three, no good.
Deep.
Rebound Singleton. Dorsey with it in the corner, looking. Swung it to Webster, over to Eibel. Eibel doesn't have anything. Almost stolen. We're going to get a foul here on Allen.
Allen's first.
Allen with a little happy hands, trying to reach, get a deflection. Got a little too much contact. He's going to get called for his first foul. Single to the inbound man, passes it to Eibel, gets it to Singleton. Here comes a trap from Porter and Davis. Now he's going to find Webster, open three, no good. Dorsey's going to come down with the board.
Great hustle, and he finds help with the pass. Nice job by Dorsey.
So Hupp with the lay-in off the feed from Dorsey. High shot by Davis, didn't want to get blocked by Dorsey. Comes up short, rebound Webster. Hupp is going to be called with travel. Yep.
He was trying to decide whether he wanted to turn and go up to the hoop or if he was going to wait for Webster, who he saw at the last second cutting.
Pattison over to Allen. Allen pulls it out, shoots the three. It's good.
Shot, that's Allen's second triple.
Yep, he's got 8 points. He's now the leading scorer.
And that breaks that 6-0 start here.
Eibel
West End
across
showing
the
a little
center.
bit of a trap again.
Eibel inside the Hupp. Hupp looking, doesn't see anything. Deflected, gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey gets it back to Hupp, but deflected, and Porter's going to come down with the steal. Pattison up top to Porter, swings it over to Davis. Back to Porter up top. Ray has it, passes it inside to Davis, outside to Porter. His three's no good. Ball's loose. Eibel's going to get the rebound, passes it ahead to Dorsey. Good hustle from Jack Porter as he's going to deflect that out of bounds. Dorsey was looking to throw one down, but good hustle from Porter as he deflects it out of bounds. And we're going to have a foul on Allen. It's going to be his second foul as he tried getting the jump ball call.
He don't like it, but he grabbed Easton on the wrist there, so good call by the official.
Up on top to Eibel. Looks it in,
Nice
back
cut.
to him.
Oh.
Can't finish.
Eibel,
Rebounded
no,
by
Webster.
Webster. Davis gets it over to Pattison. Corner, back to Pattison. Finds Porter, short arms it, gets his own rebound, and he's going to draw a foul.
I think it's going to be on Dorsey, which would be his fourth.
Yeah, good job by Dorsey. He had 3 there early in the first half. Played a while without picking up that fourth one, but now they're going to call it on. It looks like
No, it's
Singleton.
Singleton, yeah, it's his
But
third.
that's his third, so. Porter cashes in on the first free throw. And he knocks down the second as well. So 46-24, 4:51 to go in the third quarter. Eibel tosses a little high. Davis is going to come down with the steal. Layup no good. Singleton's going to come down with the board. And he's going to try a little trick shot there as he kind of was off kilter a little bit.
That was Davis to look like it was Allen with the 3.
Yeah, Allen's going to miss the 3, and Singleton's going to get the board.
Yeah, it's a little color-scutter here going on.
And we're going to have an offensive foul there on Hupp.
Hupp was trying to pick up the first down.
Yeah.
So after all that, about halfway through this, the third frame, Meadowbrook leading 46-24.
And we're going to have some subs as Miller and Newsom and Payama's going to check in for West Muskingum. And we want a full timeout for Meadowbrook.
Full timeout here by Coach
So
Jarrett.
Meadowbrook's going to take a full, so will we, as we'll thank our sponsors, Graham Excavating and the Stemmer family, as Meadowbrook leads 46-24 with 4:15 left in the third quarter. We'll be back after this quick break. And we're back here at Meadowbrook High School. It's no diggity, no doubt, as we're here with the Colts leading 46-24.
Black Street.
That's going to be a 3, no good. Rebounded by Newsom, puts it up and in. It's a 46-26.
Patterson on the original shot.
Yeah, Patterson with the original shot. Mayo. And that's going to be a 10-second call on the Colts. So Colts being patient, a little too patient there, as it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be West Muskingum ball.
That's the Colts' 11th turnover of the night.
Patterson inbounds to Porter. Back to Patterson. Corner to Newsom, and it's stolen by Dane Singleton. Now Hupp looking to drive, and he's going to draw the hand check foul from Newsom.
Newsom's first foul. The Meadowbrook student section liking the call. I don't know if I take it tonight was Cowboy night, maybe, because they're all dressed in
Cowboy
black.
Country night.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a blocking call here on Patterson. Didn't like it, but I think he got there just a little bit late. That time, Hupp was able to convert the first down, and there wasn't a penalty on the play.
Trayvon back in the game now.
He gets it to Hupp, who loses it as two tornadoes kind of charge at him, and it's going to be West Muskingum ball.
Thought it was kind of gotten sloppy here in about the last minute.
So Eibel's going to check in for Mayo. Porter to Patterson. Patterson, one dribble, picks it up. Back to him. Looking around. Finds open Newsom in the middle. Newsom looking back out to Patterson. Up top to Miller. Porter's going to lift a 3. No good. He's going to come down with his own rebound. Pass inside. Blocked.
That was Webster.
By Webster, yeah. Webster with the block. Singleton with the board on the block on
Pioma.
Yeah, Pioma.
Oh.
And great hustle there from Pattison.
Almost picked Webster's pocket there.
It's a good hustle by him, getting it on the floor, trying to tap it away. Hit off one of the officials and roll down the bounce. Going to stay Meadowbrook possession.
Coach Jared inserts Dorsey back in with 4 fouls.
Webster inbounds to Singleton, almost stolen by Newsom. He's going to lift the 3. Good.
Good screen there by Dorsey.
49-26 Colts, 2:25 to go. Porter looking to drive. Right baseline pull up, little 8-footer. Up and good. Jack Porter now with 7 points for the Tornadoes. And that one's going to be deflected out of bounds by Jeremiah Miller. Meadowbrook possession, 2:09 to go the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, one thing, you got to give West End credit. I mean, they've been hovering about that 20-point deficit mark for a while now, but they just continue fighting. So hats off to that staff for keeping their team fighting.
There's a pass from Singleton to Webster, off glass, no good. Dorsey going to get the rebound, and he's going to draw a foul. That's going to be the 15th foul this quarter. And they're going to call this a shooting foul. Looks like the foul was on Newsom.
And Newsom second.
Dorsey splashes the first free throw. The second's no good, rebounded by Miller as Mayles checked in for Hupp here for the Colts. Newsom looking, gets it into the post, looking to drive, kicks it out top to Porter, shot fake, drives. Over to Piama, no good, rebound Singleton.
I'll tell you what, that was a nice D by Dorsey.
Dorsey,
foul.
Dorsey, you said, as he scores on the other end and draws the foul.
Nice assist by Singleton. Yeah, that was great defense by Dorsey down on the other end. Not picking up that foul, keeping his hands staying straight up and down. So nice job by Dorsey on both ends of the floor there.
So Hupp now checking back in for Webster. Looks like Davis has checked in for Porter and
Dane Singleton back in.
Allen's.
Looks like Dane might be
He's
checking in
the
for
shooter.
Dorsey, yeah. Smart.
And the free throw is up and good.
Gives Dorsey 8 in the game.
Yep.
One more bucket and he'd be in double. Tell you what, I like how Jared has utilized his bench tonight. You know, only playing 7 guys, but he continues to get everybody a blow, so it's nice to see how he's used that bench tonight. Oh, Hupp almost comes up with a steal.
And the foot was on the line, so it's going to be a turnover.
Yeah. That's all because of Hupp.
So 53-28 Colts, 119 and counting, third quarter. Hupp drops it off.
Find. Oh, good block by
there
Newsom.
by Newsom.
Piama with the rebound.
Wow, Newsom got up.
Yeah, he did.
As Miller's going to put the shot up, and he's going to draw a foul. And Newsom kind of gave a little stare after that.
Well, he's kind of giving up some size. Hey, that's a nice job.
First free throw by Miller's up and good. And the second one is through the nylon too. 53-30. Meadowbrook breaks the press. Mayo over to Eibel. Eibel to Hupp. Shot fake, drives, puts it up. No good. Rebound Dane Singleton, and Piama blocks him. I think it was Davis with the rebound. And that's going to be a steal. Mayo's going to come down with it. Meadowbrook probably going to hold it for the last shot here.
30 seconds to go here.
Leading 53-30. 22 ticks and counting. Eibel with it. Fakes the handoff to Singleton.
Yeah,
it's going to be
Piama
stolen.
Come up with a steal.
He's going strong to the hoop. Going to
get,
draw the
yeah,
foul.
Singleton's fourth. It wasn't quite how Meadowbrook envisioned the end of this quarter going there. It's their sixth turnover. .8 to go. First free throw's up and good. Dorsey's going to check in for Singleton. The second free throw bounces around and down. So West Muskingum 6 of 6 from the free throw line this quarter. As Singleton's going to break the press, puts the shot up. No good, but he's going to get the foul. Piama, his third. So looks like Singleton's going to go to the line for a pair. Singleton's 24th point of the night.
So 2.3 to go. Meadowbrook kind of back a little bit as Davis is going to fire one from just past half court. No good. So it's 55-32 Meadowbrook at the end of 3. We want to thank the Stimmer family and Graham Excavating, and we'll be back with the final quarter here after this break on the KGP Network. And Heath, we just talked about it right before we came back on air. Meadowbrook shot what percent?
50%, 6 of 12. So every quarter they have shot 50% this game. Unbelievable.
Consistency continues, and if you shoot 50% for a game, your chances of winning is pretty high. Davis with it, looking to attack middle, passes it off, but just offline. It's going to be a turnover on the Tornadoes. So Meadowbrook possession here. Eibel over to Webster. Webster breaks the press, gets it to Hupp. Up in the right wing, going to dribble it, swing it over to Webster. Webster looking to attack middle, kicks it out. Eibel was able to run it down.
Yeah.
Hupp skips it back over to Webster, gets it up top to Singleton. So right now it looks like Meadowbrook kind of in a delay offense here.
Late Gene Ford would love this.
Singleton to Webster, corner, Hupp, shot fakes, looking to drive.
Oh,
May have drew a foul, but and that's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Newsom.
Newsom didn't like it.
So Webster's going to be at the line shooting 2. That's going to be, I believe, actually the foul's going to be on, yeah, it is going to be on Newsom, his third.
His third. It's Webster the line.
First shot rattles around and off. Thank you to the official for fixing the net.
And Webster has 12 tonight, so it's a good game.
And the second shot almost did the same thing, but this time it falls down through the nylon. As our buddy Tommy would say, he eyes it, he skies it, he buys it.
Yes.
Davis with it. Inside to Newsom. Baseline looking to drive. Skips it over to Allen. He misses. The shot's going to go Meadowbrook.
Yeah,
what? No. Yes.
Oh.
So it's going to go Meadowbrook possession, as I believe Ray tipped it out.
Yeah, I thought Webster tipped it out, but
okay, there we go. I was going to say we have 6 blue jerseys on the court. Now we have 5, so it looks like we can start action back up. Singleton over to Eibel. Eibel back to Singleton. Skips it over to Eibel. Now middle, Hupp just barely squeezes it through. Dorsey looking, falls away, shot no good, and Miller with the board. Miller looking to drive, puts it up off glass and in. So Miller going coast to coast off of the rebound.
And Coach Jarrett saying, hey, spacing. Yeah, you don't
it's a little
you don't want them rush. Just pull it back, be patient, and let's get out of here with the win. Yeah, earlier in the game, Hupp would have.
Here's Hupp looking to drive.
Yeah, Miller.
Steal by Miller. So Miller playing hard here in the fourth quarter as he turns it back over. Jake Singleton with the steal. Passes it over to Hupp. Hupp off glass and good. I think the Colts are saying, Coach Jarrett, can we just continue to play this up tempo?
Right.
3-pointer there, no good. Webster with the rebound. That was Anton on the three.
Anton on the three.
And we're going to have a timeout.
Meadowbrook leading 58-34, 5:26 to go. Thank our sponsors, Graham Excavating and the Stemmer family.
Yep, we appreciate them helping us provide this live stream to the millions of people around the world.
Train, are you? How many times have you seen Meadowbrook so far this year? Is this the second?
I watched bits and pieces of the Philo game,
okay.
But the first game against Steubenville, and this is obviously the second.
I was going to say all the home games. I didn't know if you got to see any of the Philo game or not. So
I saw bits and pieces, not a whole bunch of it.
So, and your estimation from the opening night to now, what are you seeing in Meadowbrook?
Well, obviously, when you're facing Steubenville week 1, it's a lot different team than what you're seeing with Philo and West Muskingum, because Steubenville's always a super athletic team and very long but the one thing that I do see is I think Meadowbrook's really ratcheted up on the defensive end. The defense, the defense looks a lot more crisp. They're doing a good job getting their hands in passing lanes, really forcing teams away from the basket.
That's 1 week practice can make a huge difference in a couple games on your belt.
The Dorsey shot
missed, and that was Ant with the rebound. Oh, nice take. I think they're going to get a charge on that on Patterson. Yeah.
So the rough night continues for Patterson.
Yeah, he's over tonight too in the scoring column. He's taking
Meadowbrook
6 shots tonight, but just can't get
breaks the press
go.
with ease. 4:50 and counting.
I think for me, Darren, one of the biggest things I was excited to see was the maturation of Easton Iborn and Dorsey, coming up. We knew what Singleton was. We knew what Webster was. But what was Dorsey and Eibel, those two guys particularly, and, of course, Hup's been kind of a duo at all tonight. You always need those kind of guys. Webster might be a guy they need to score a little bit more this year than in years past. But looks like Hup is kind of filling nicely into Webster's spot of Mr. Do Everything. So, I've really liked what I've seen out of Dorsey and Eibel both. I think for Dorsey, just let the game come to him a little bit more. But as I say that, he turns around and misses one, but Singleton gets the rebound and clean up. But, I really like what Dorsey's done tonight. I just think just let the game come to him, settle down. But he's really been a nice presence in the middle for them tonight.
So that's 27 from Singleton.
As
That's no soup for you.
Says, get out of here. But I think that was
Porter got the rebound and the
Yeah.
putback. So a big block by Dorsey. Unfortunately, went right to the West Muskingum players, able to lay it up and in.
Dorsey said, get it out.
3:33 and counting. 60-36. We're going to have a foul, and it's going to be a two-shot foul, as Porter's going to pick up the foul. Surprisingly, his first this late in the game.
You all right, Train?
Yeah, got a little
Coughing off. Yeah, coughing off camera here. Well, I guess radio. We only have faces that mothers would love, but voices that everybody, the millions listening, love. Webster hits the first free throw there.
So 14 now for Webster. Meadowbrook's got some new guys in here. As Patterson's going to get the board. Porter's three off, no good. The kicker, Garrett Milam, with the rebound. And that shot, I was looking down. I don't know exactly
what
happened.
There. No.
I don't know if somebody got a piece of it or what, as Anton's going to finish on the other end.
Yes, I have no idea because I was looking down.
And that's going to be a steal. Porter's going to hit the little jumper just inside the elbow.
Yeah, I think somebody got blocked down there, but I'm not sure who it was.
Porter's in double digits, leading the way with 11 for the Tornadoes.
No, he's looking to jump at Miller. About did.
Dayton Singleton, Josh Hupp kicks it out to Ibo, gets it up top to Webster. Back to Ibo, so Meadowbrook back in a little delay offense. Milam over to Webster. High post to Dane Singleton, skips it over to Milam. Milam's going to draw a foul, and he's going to be shooting two.
He gets on Patterson.
Trayvon Mail get ready to check in for the Colts. Milam's first shot, no good. Mail's checking in for Webster. And the second shot rattles around and off as Miller's going to get the rebounds. Porter's going to pull the baseline jumper up and good. So Porter getting hot late with 6 points this quarter, and he's going to pick up another foul, it looks like here, which is going to be his second. Now Trayvon Mayo going to the line, shooting two for the Colts. First free throw is off. And he knocks down the second free throw. Porter up to Miller. Miller looking to attack middle out to Patterson. Over to Porter. Patterson cuts, found, and
Patterson,
finally
yeah,
he's in the scoring column.
I kind of feel good for him because he's had a rough go.
Yeah. And then you got to credit the Colts. They knew he was their #1 scorer, and to hold him to 0 points, 2 points now.
Yeah.
This late in the game is a good,
very
good showing by the Meadowbrook defense. So Meadowbrook back to the delay, taking their time. Mayo finds Dayton Singleton, puts it up and in off glass. 64-44, 1:13 to go. Patterson driving, going to draw the foul and shoot 2 here.
A classic chant. For those of you who can't hear, they were chanting just like football.
The score was fairly close to this difference in the game. It was like a 20, 21, 28-point difference as the first free throw bounces around and down. We got Colton Delancey checking in here for the Colts now, making his first appearance. And I believe Justice Huey as well. Second shot short, rebounded by Milam. And we're going to have a foul on Kennedy, it looks like. So Trayvon's going to go back to the line shooting 2. So both teams kind of picking up some fouls here late. It's getting close to past our bedtime here.
I was going to say, seems like this game has lasted a lot longer than what I remember games going.
Trayvon hits the first free throw. And connects on the second. So 66-45.
Trayvon 3 for the night.
1 minute to go. Patterson hands it off to Miller. Miller looking to drive. Loses it, but Porter's able to retrieve it. Looking around. Passes it over to Anton. Anton's driving baseline, skips it across. Kennedy to Patterson. Wing 3, no good. Singleton with the rebound. Now Mayo's going to break the pressure. Gets it up the head to Milan with 32 seconds. Mayo dribbling around. Loses the count. Passes it over to Milam. Tipped away by Patterson. Passed ahead from Miller to him, lays it up and in. And that's going to do it for the ball game. 4, 3, 2, 1 ball game, and the Colts are going to come away victorious, improve to 3-0 on the season with a 66-47 victory over the West Muskingum Tornadoes. We will take a quick break here and come back with final game score, individual player and team statistics and analysis here on the KGP Network. Welcome back, Meadowbrook High School. The Colts improved to 3-0 on the year with a 66-47 victory over the West Muskingum Tornadoes. So the Colts improved to 3-0 overall, 1-0 in the MVL, while the Tornadoes dropped to 1-2 on the year and 0-1 in the MVL Small School Division. Looking down the list, looking down at the scoring by quarters, Meadowbrook grabbed a 12-5 lead after the first 8 minutes. They extended that lead to 38-19 at the half and improved that lead even more at the end of 3 as they led 55-32 and finished out with the 66-47 victory at the end. Looking down at scoring, Jake Singleton held to a season low 27 points as he scored 28 and 28 in the first 2 games. The sarcasm of only 27 points tonight, including 2 triples. Drew Webster finished with 14. Romeo Dorsey had 8. 6 points from Josh Hupp. 4 points each from Easton Eibel and Dane Singleton. And Trayvon Mayo chipped in 3 points for the scoring for the Colts. Looking over the West Muskingum way, Jack Porter was the leading scorer with 13 points, including a 3-pointer. Jacob Allen had 8 points, including 2 threes. Noah Ray finished with 7. Gage Newsom had 6. Luke Pattison finished with 5 points. Jeremiah Miller had 4. And with 2 points each, Jake Anton and Connor Piama for the West Muskingum Tornadoes. So perfect timing as usual, Heath. Let's go with team statistics.
Well, let's go ahead and do shooting first. And Train, I'm going to give you a crack at it. What do you think Meadowbrook shot in the fourth quarter?
Probably 50%.
You're right, they shot 50%. And that is what they shot for the game. Meadowbrook, a sizzling 26 of 52 tonight for 50%. Every single quarter. I don't know that I've ever covered a game in all my years. At the Jeffersonian, with you, no matter where, I don't know that I've ever covered a game where a team shot 50% every single quarter, and that's what they ended for the game. So very odd statistic tonight, but Meadowbrook, great job shooting tonight. Beyond the arc, 2 of 6, so a little off tonight there, but hey, when you shoot 26 of 52, you can't complain what you shot from beyond the arc.
Exactly.
So good job by Meadowbrook. On the flip side, West M, 18 of 49, and they shot 3 of 16 from beyond the arc. A lot of those coming desperation late in the game, but still 18 of 49. As far as rebounds go, Meadowbrook ended up with 34 rebounds tonight and a couple leaders. Jake Singleton with 9, Drew Webster with 7, and Dane Singleton with 5 in limited action. So good job by Dane when coming into the game, making his presence known on the glass. On West Muskingum's side, they had 23 rebounds. You had 2 guys with 4 apiece, Jack Porter and Jeremiah Miller with 4, and then Noah Ray with 3. Assist, West Ham with a slight edge there, 8-7. For Meadowbrook, their leader would have been Jake Singleton with 3. Steals, Meadowbrook with 13 steals tonight. So a lot of steals tonight. So I had Jake Singleton with 5, and then a couple players with 2 apiece, Hupp and Trayvon Mayo with 2. For West M, their leader, Jack Porter, had 2. Blocks, Meadowbrook with 5 blocks. Webster, the leader in that category tonight with 2. And then on the flip side, West M with 2 blocks. As far as turnovers go, we had West M with a team total of 20. Meadowbrook with 16. So, one of the things you're looking at that sticks out there, that would be one thing probably we'll talk about here in our post game. So,
yeah, obviously looking at it, next game for both teams, West Muskingum hosts New Lexington Friday night, and Meadowbrook travels to McConnellsville to play the Morgan Raiders Friday night. Next home KGP live stream should be December 17th. versus New Lexington. So definitely, like you said, turnovers was a big thing. It seems like they kind of came in bunches really on both sides.
Yeah, a lot.
It seemed like when it rained, it poured on both sides. But you got to give Meadowbrook credit. They forced the turnovers, and they shot the ball well, made the shots that they needed to make. Like, usually we see some kind of they were more perimeter oriented in the past, but really they were able to get a lot of easy buckets, inside buckets, and it doesn't matter whether it's a 2 or a 3. When you're making buckets at 50% clip, it helps you out a lot.
Yeah, and that, my takeaways from the game would be, like you said, you look at what Meadowbrook was able to do on the defensive end. We talked about it early. Meadowbrook came out and was trapping, forced West into some things that I think when you look at Patterson, for instance, 30 points there already in this season in a game. When you look at what they were able to do to him limiting, Meadowbrook really forced the issue, let their defense dictate how this game was going to go tonight. And when West End has 20 turnovers, Meadowbrook forcing 13 of those, that's a lot. When you look at a team, what they were able to do on the floor tonight. So, a very good job of Meadowbrook's defense. Now on the flip side, I'll say this: that Meadowbrook, 16 turnovers. I'm sure Coach Jarrett is not going to be pleased with that number. You always when you win big like they did tonight, it's a great team win. I know. You look at Jake, obviously he got very hot in that second quarter. I mean, 18 points after scoring 0 in the first. Pretty much most of his work tonight came in that second frame. But, you always look at something, hey, what can we work on? And I think that's something that Meadowbrook would need to work on a little bit better, is taking care of that basketball. But, again, it's early in the season. They lost some guards from last year, and they're learning. So, I think this Meadowbrook team, a lot of people was wondering, hey, what was this team going to be like this year? So far, coming out of the gates 3-0, I think it don't matter how you get them a lot of times, but you got them, and, they were able to eke out a tough, hard-fought win against Steubenville. But tonight, kind of pretty much cruise. But, I think, like I said, on the defensive side, pretty pleased with what I saw out of them tonight. And then shooting, they just – and it wasn't just Jake, but many guys, shooting. And I think a lot of it was hustle plays too. Webster, of course, always getting his couple buckets down low. Hupp, Dorsey, a lot of guys, getting involved, and that's good to see too. Is that maybe not going to rely, of course Singleton, he's premier player in this area, but you start getting those other guys involved. This Meadowbrook team's going to win a lot of games this year and be another tough out, come postseason.
So that's going to do it here for tonight. Your final score: Meadowbrook 66, West Muskingum 47. Thanks for listening and have a good night.